And what's going on? This is documentary 6. I am so excited and pumped all at the same time. So I told you, if you watched 5 last night, 5 basically talk about everything basically in my mid-childhood. I told you tomorrow we would definitely talk about moving from Jersey to Baltimore. So let's get started. Life was like moving to Baltimore, Maryland. I remember moving, and we stayed in Turner Station, if you guys know what Dundalk is. I guess now it's like projects now. Well, it's not really projects. I mean, I call it project because it's all run down. And I can remember going to the school, and it was called Logan Elementary. So life being like that and being with kids I didn't even know, a community I surrounded myself around, it was definitely hard. It was definitely not what I was really used to. I mean, I used to get bullied a lot, and I used to be picked on because I was skinny, real skinny. You know, I always had my older brother. I used to run to my brother like, yo, these kids are picking on me. And so we moved down here to Baltimore, Maryland. My mom got this townhouse down here in Dundalk. And we stayed next door. I was friends with a lady named Darlene, her son Prince, and all of them. And life was going to a school and catching a bus. I had to learn how to do that over again. And I remember my first fight. I got my behind whooped. I ain't gonna say it lie. People tell you, yeah, I won. I got my behind whooped my first fight, but I got jumped. And getting suspended. And I remember fighting with the teacher, and cussing out the teacher. I was bad. I was real bad. I remember this one day, my mom took me to counseling, and I was like, to the psychiatrist, I want to kill myself. Now, some of us suffer from things like that, and some of us really react on it. And I don't think I really wanted to kill myself. I think it was more of the question that I just didn't know how to respond, and I just answered the question, yes, I didn't really know. So I got hospitalized. And being hospitalized, I was crying because it was like being locked down. You know, every time I take a shower, go eat, get to see your family. But I learned something as that because I really, being a young juvenile delinquent, as they call it, and acting up and being hospitalized, it really gained growth in me. Really gained growth in me and all. So, I mean, I did about a month in the hospital crying every day on the phone. Ma, I can't wait to see you, Ma. Come here, visit me. And it was called Franklin Square Hospital. Those who know what that is, who stay in Baltimore, you know. So I did about a month in there, and I got out, and I remember saying, when the counselor said, what do you want to do when you get out? I said, the first thing I want my mom to do is take me to McDonald's and buy me a Happy Meal. And then on his home visit that I was getting next week, I wanted a train set. I always wanted a train set, and I got that. So when I got out, it was like feeling fresh air again. Mom and Dad always worked and everything. Me and my brother used to ride bikes. It was a small circle. Ride bikes. Mom and I bought me a bike. We tore that up. And we was bad kids. We used to, in the neighborhood, we used to terrorize the females that was in the neighborhood. We used to get cops calling us all the time. So we used to do stupid things, go steal bikes. We was the bullies in the neighborhood and all. And then one day we gotta realize we had to grow up. So life around there, we joined a little clique, a little gang in the neighborhood and all. And we thought we was hard. We thought we was tough because nobody could beat us. We was undefeated. And but I mean, I guess that's like the lifestyle you live when you was young. But I didn't know no better. And I can remember when I said, Ma, I want to play football. I want to play football because if I could hit this hard, and fighting got to hit this hard in a sport. And I can remember this one day, just going out for football practice. So now I'm out football practice, I'm running. You know, I'm playing tight end. My brothers play safety. So I'm running. And I'm about to catch the ball. My brother, boom, knocked me right out. Crying. It was funny. But our parents gave us a lot of things in life. And just to go through things that, just to see what my mom went through and my dad, you know, been doing life. And just to have a parent to step right in and take care of somebody else's kids, that showed you a lot. You know, later on in life, then my sisters came along. I have a 19-year-old sister right now and a 15-year-old sister. And I can remember one day we was on a train. We was on his way back. And I told my mom, it was the light rail in Baltimore. I said, Mom, you gonna have a girl. I bet you. She's like, son, what you know about betting? You're only 7 years old. I said, Mom, I bet you $20. You have a girl. And yet again, it was a girl. She never gave me that $20. And I can remember one day, she was eating it was a girl. She found out it was a girl. But one day my dad went to work. And she was eating a cup of noodles on the bed. She said, listen, grab me that towel if I'd put it underneath me. And she was like, I don't feel right. She's like, when I get up, I want you to look on this towel, see do you see blood and all that. So while I looked on the towel, she's like, I'm going to labor. And I remember she was like, well, she can call an ambulance. I said, I don't know how to call an ambulance. How you call an ambulance? It was 911. And I was panicking. Now I'm shaking. The phone's shaking. I was like, Mom. And she's like, I remember making that phone call. Like, yes, my mom was about to go to labor. She's having a baby. And I was nervous just to hear the fire truck and ambulance from a long distance. I said, Mom, they coming. I kept looking outside. I don't see them yet. Or I did hear them. I said, Mom, they coming. They coming. I don't know what we're going to do. And so we stayed next door to the neighbor's house. Wow, while she was gone at the hospital, my dad flying. He worked at BWI Airport, Baltimore, Washington International. And I was anxious to see my baby sister. Anxious. She was born premature and all that. I can remember one day, there was like, you know, you almost have a chance you might be losing your mother and probably your sister because she was born so early and she had so much complications with us. So every day, I remember that because as my sister got older, I could remember that. I know what, I'm almost lost that little one. She was in the hospital for months. Because she was born 4 months early. So sometimes in life, man, you need to take family for granted because you never know what could happen at any given moment. This is my story. This is documentary 6. Stay tuned. Tomorrow video would definitely be about, you know, when we left Turner Station, as my sister got older, we're moving into the new house once we got out of there, and I'll tell you the rest of the story about what happened and all that. And love you, much love. I know some of y'all guys been waiting for this video, this documentary to come out, but like I said, we only got a couple more chapters to go. Love you guys and one love.